Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College, presented by Vaishali Jadhav. Hello students, today we are going to study new topic from Science of Standard 6, that is Natural Resources, Air, Water and Land. Students, observe the picture alongside. Where do we see the birds? Where is the cow grazing? Locate the trees and the road. Where does the river come from? How does it flow? Where is the aeroplane? Where are the fish seen? On what is sailboat floating? Children, you can see that something in the picture are in the water, some on land and some in the sky, that is in the air. Thus, all things on the earth are associated with air, water and land. Air, water and land are called Earth's atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere respectively. Now, let us know what is biosphere. Different living things occupy the three spheres of the earth. These living things and parts of the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere which they occupy are together called the biosphere. The atmosphere is the layer around earth that surrounds the earth. The surface of the earth comprises water and land, that is hydrosphere and lithosphere. Proportion of water is 71% and land is 29%. Air is a mixture of several gases and is the chief component of Earth's atmosphere. Air also contains water vapor and dust particles. The amount of gases in the air is the greatest near the surface and decreases as we go higher and higher from the surface. That means air becomes rare at higher altitudes. Air pollution. All the above pictures show emission of smoke through different agencies. This smoke directly mixes with the atmosphere, disturbing the balance between the constituents of air. This is called air pollution. Harmful gases are given out through combustion of fuels in vehicles and in big industries, and also through incomplete combustion of fuels like wood and coal. As a result, air pollution is increasing day by day. Harmful substances released in air through combustion of fuels: nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, soot. Ozone layer, the protective shell. There is a layer of ozone, O3 gas, in the lower part of stratosphere. Ozone gas is not directly useful for the survival of living things, yet it is very important for living things as it protects living things from the ultraviolet rays coming from the sun. Water. In our daily life, we use water in many ways. They are bath, brushing teeth, washing clothes and utensils, mopping the floor, and drinking, cooking. It is almost impossible for us to spend even a single day without water. We need to drink 3 to 4 liters of water every day so that all our body functions run smoothly. Other living things also require water, although the amount of water they need may vary according to the size of their body. Thus, we see that water is very important. Students, in nature, water occurs in three states, that is solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Water does not have any color, taste or odor. Many substances readily dissolves in water. Therefore, water is known as universal solvent. The blood of animals and the sap in plants contains a very high proportion of water. No living thing can survive without water. Therefore, it is said that water is life. We use water in large quantities. We have learned that water on the earth is regulated through the water cycle. The water vapor formed from oceans is the main source of water in the water cycle. It gets converted into rain, creating fresh water sources on earth. We get water from natural sources such as streams, rivers, ponds, springs and lakes. Man also digs wells and bore wells to lift underground water. Apart from this, man has also constructed bunds and dams of various sizes on rivers. Land is seen in the form of stones, soil, big rocks. It is not flat everywhere. It is hilly in some places and flat in others. All terrestrial animals, including man, live on land. We also use land for farming and for building houses and roads. We make use of plants and animals in the forest that grow on land. The minerals, crude oil and natural gas obtained from earth, that is land, are very important for us. This means that land is an important resource. Children, if the land has mature soil, the topmost layer formed by the decomposition of dead plant and animals by microbes. This layer is called humus. It is usually found in dense forest. The land below this is full of sand, soil, small stones, worms and insects. Soil and pieces of bedrock are found below this layer of land. This soil is immature. Further, below this layer, the proportion of soil decreases and that of rock increases. This is the layer of bedrock. The main minerals in the soil are derived from these rocks. That is why soils of different regions are different. The color and texture of soil are both determined by the bedrock. Students, let us see the process of soil formation. The soil on the land is formed by a natural process. The abiotic components of soil are supplied through the weathering of the bedrock. Due to the heat, cold and water of the sun, wind and rain respectively, the bedrock breaks into pieces. Stones, sand and soil are formed from these pieces. Microbes, worms and insects are found among them. The roots of trees growing on the land also help the weathering of the rocks. The process of soil formation is slow and continuous. It takes about 1,000 years for a 2.5 cm thick layer of mature soil to form. Soil erosion. Soil can be destroyed in a short period due to floods, storms and human activities such as mining. That is why it is necessary to conserve soil and to prevent erosion of land. The best remedy for this is to increase the green cover of the land. Erosion of land reduces if grass, trees and bushes are grown. Students, let us see what we have learnt. The elements available in nature which fulfill the basic needs of living things are called natural resources. Air, water and land are important natural resources. Soil has both biotic and abiotic constituents. There are many constituents of air such as nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, inert gases, water vapor and dust particles. The ozone layer is a protective shell of the earth. Natural resources should be used carefully and sparingly. Students, solve the given assignment. Thank you.